necessary. Mike Ellis, it's over to you, buddy.
Yeah, no, thanks, Marty. Never a dull moment. Always something going on. I want to welcome everybody here. And this webinar really is for new people that are just exploring ONPASSIVE, and you're just starting to understand a little bit about ONPASSIVE and what it can do for you. And today, I mean, if we're talking about ONPASSIVE, we're going to be talking about building wealth and building wealth online. And up until ONPASSIVE, it was very, very difficult to do. ONPASSIVE is an AI IT company, artificial intelligence, informational technology company. It has been developed by a gentleman by the name of Ash Mufareh. Ash Mufareh is the CEO of ONPASSIVE. He is the visionary. He is the brain trust behind ONPASSIVE. And he's done all of this, obviously, with the founding members of ONPASSIVE, those people that are participating, and his tech team in India, Bangalore and Hyderabad. They're about 800 strong right now. And it really is remarkable what's happened and how this company has been put together. He's doing things that have never been done before online, and he's doing it primarily, one of the main reasons, is to really take care of that 97% of the people that come online and fail for whatever reason. And he wants to turn that number around and make it 97% of the people that come online, start a business, you will succeed. And he's done that in many, many ways, and I'll be going over some of those. You know, when you look at any business online, you want to look at a couple of things initially. Number one, how big is the market that you're getting into? Excuse me, guys. How big is the market that you're getting into, and is it sustainable? ONPASSIVE today is a global company. They're in over 200 countries, and our market is massive. Today, our market is 5 billion people, and you'll see that as I go through the presentation. The next thing you want to look at is you want to make sure the company does not put any limitations on you. In other words, they don't put on any caps on the amount of money that you can make. With ONPASSIVE, there are no caps, there are no limitations, and as you come in, you are going to see a way forward to actually take care of that bottom line and take care of it very, very nicely. The next thing is you don't want any qualifications, and again, this has to do with the amount of money that you're going to be making. You don't want the company to have to tell you you have to sell so much, you have to recruit so much, you have to share so much. There are no qualifications in ONPASSIVE. And I absolutely love that fact about ONPASSIVE. As you come in, whatever lands underneath you, you get paid. Whatever volume lands underneath you, you get paid. And today we're privileged to have Michael Williams on this particular webinar. He's really, really good with the numbers. Maybe he'll share some of that today, but whatever. The bottom line is no qualifications. And the last thing you really need to look for when you look at a company, you have to find something that is automated. You know, most people that come online, unless you have 10 years to develop the skill sets necessary to do a business online, just can't do it. They don't have the time or the inclination to learn those things. And if you have AI, artificial intelligence, and that is the first thing in ONPASSIVE, AI, IT, artificial intelligence, informational technology. The AI, as you come in, makes everything 100% automated. That is so cool for individuals. Maybe you've just gotten online. Maybe you've been online for 10 years and haven't had the success you're looking for. ONPASSIVE with the AI technology is 100% automated. Now, when I came into ONPASSIVE originally, Ash Mufareh had about 4 concepts that he put together for those individuals that are going to participate with ONPASSIVE. And as I heard these concepts and I put them together, I got very, very excited. Not because I was going to make money, because I've been doing this a very, very long time. I can come online, I can make money pretty much with any business I get into. But what was really exciting with these concepts, these 4 concepts allowed me to share this with individuals, and I knew they were going to be successful. And I had never had that before. So I want to go over the 4 concepts. Although ONPASSIVE is a massive company right now, it has a lot of moving parts. If you keep it very, very simple and focus on these 4 concepts, you will understand what ONPASSIVE can do for you. And as you come in and participate, how that's going to affect your bottom line in very, very positive ways. The first concept was something I had never heard before. As you come in and start to participate with ONPASSIVE, it is a self-funding program. And what that means is you will go out of pocket once, you will never have to pay again. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been in many businesses, and all of these businesses, once you got in, they would milk you dry month after month after month after month. And the problem was, I didn't have a problem paying a monthly fee, but I did have a problem not making any money, and the people that I brought in not making any money. That is not ONPASSIVE. You will come in, you will pay once, you will never have to go out of pocket again. And I'll explain that in more depth here in just a little bit. The next thing was truly remarkable. As you come into ONPASSIVE, ONPASSIVE is going to force you to be successful. And what does that mean? It's very, very simple. ONPASSIVE is going to force you to make money. And they're going to do that because of the way ONPASSIVE is structured, the way Ash has structured it, and the way the pay structure is structured. That's really, really important. It's the pay structure that is going to guarantee that you will make money. For me, this was just a game changer. Anytime a company can tell you they're gonna make sure you make money, that's a remarkable statement. And to be honest with you, originally I didn't believe it, but as I studied the numbers of ONPASSIVE, the pay structure of ONPASSIVE, I came to realize that yeah, Ash can say that, and he's 100% correct. You will be forced to make money. Everybody loves that one. I've never had an argument against it. And that is ONPASSIVE. That is how revolutionary ONPASSIVE is. The next one is, how are they going to do that? As you come in and start a business, obviously you have to grow your business. Well, how do you do that? Again, revolutionary. ONPASSIVE is actually going to drive traffic for you, for me, for everybody in ONPASSIVE. And they're going to get good qualified eyes in front of what we're doing for your business. They're going to come in, they're going to love it, join, and pay. That last one's real important. They have to pay. That's how we get paid. People come in and pay ONPASSIVE. And as we look at the traffic, I'll give you a couple examples of the kind of traffic ONPASSIVE is going to be driving. About 6 months ago, Ash Mufareh and his team decided to really just crank on the traffic. And their goal was to bring in 1 million opt-ins, and they put no time frames on it. So they just cranked up the traffic and let it run. And they didn't know if it would take 3 months, 6 months, a year. They did not know. And in 4 days, they brought in 1 million opt-ins. And if you've been in any business, online, offline, you know how important good qualified eyes in front of what you're doing, you know how important that is. And Ash Mufareh, 1 million opt-ins in 4 days, you know how extraordinary that is. I have never heard that ever done before online. That's how good they are at driving traffic. And when you look at the traffic and the sheer volume that ONPASSIVE is going to be putting in front of us, I want you to keep in the back of your mind, volume, 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 because the more volume that you and I get, the more we get paid. I want to give you one more example of the kind of traffic ONPASSIVE can drive. And this just happened a few weeks ago. Marty Dan and my partners, we had a couple of videos that Ash had seen. And Ash thought, well, you know, I'm going to drive a little bit of traffic for these guys through these 2 videos. And obviously, any traffic we can get, that's terrific. And we were grateful that Ash was going to do this for us. We didn't expect the outcome that we got, but at the end of 4 days, he had driven 250,000 views through our videos. Now, my videos, our videos, we get between 3,000 and 8,000 views per video. And when he did this with 2 videos, 250,000 views, we were just blown away. This is the kind of traffic that ONPASSIVE can drive and will drive for us. Good qualified eyes getting in front of what we do. They're going to come in, love it, join, and pay. The last thing I want to talk about, the last concept, is the customer side of ONPASSIVE. And obviously, if you've got a business, you have to have customers. And ONPASSIVE is primarily an AI IT company. It is a customer and product-based company. And the AI and the IT products are the products of ONPASSIVE for the customers. And as customers come in and start to use the products of ONPASSIVE, and today there are about 50 of them, they will come in and they're absolutely going to love these tools. And these are online tools. And the reason they're going to love them is because they are built from the ground up with Ash's tech team in India. They are proprietary and they are cutting edge technology. These tools are better than anything that's online today. And our customers, as they come in and use these tools, they are just going to love them. And they're going to love them for a couple of reasons. One, they're better than anything online. They make their work easier. And number 2, they will make their bottom line better. And our customers will range from K through 12, colleges, small, medium, large size businesses, governments, personal use. All of these individuals, I believe, will be coming in and using the tools of ONPASSIVE because they are that good. And again, when you look at all the people that will be using the tools of ONPASSIVE, our market, again, 5 billion individuals online today. And I think that will continue to grow. It's a massive market. Now, the tools of ONPASSIVE, they started out with an automated marketing platform. And the automated marketing platform had all the marketing tools we need to market online, whether it's a page builder, whether it's a funnel builder, whether it's a communication module with a webinar service, whether it's an HR module, human resource module, whether it's traffic. All the tools we use are in that automated marketing platform. That's where they started, and they've branched out, and today there are over 50 tools that ONPASSIVE will launch to the world as they launch. So the tools and the customers of ONPASSIVE, they are superior. The customers will love them, and these tools will be continually improved as we move forward in time. You know, technology is a funny thing, and it really does change. It changes every 3 to 6 months. And Ash has done something really, really unique with his tech team in India. As he brings people in to develop these tools, and all of these tools are ready to go, Ash does something no other company does. He never fires anybody. And his goal for his tech team in India is to continue to improve the tools and any new ideas that are out there. Either they come from the tech team or from outside the tech team. Ash wants to make sure that we're 5 years ahead of the competition all the time. And these individuals, and they absolutely love it because it's new every day, are always improving, building, making things better. And today we are in such a unique position to take advantage of everything ONPASSIVE. So how do we come in and participate with ONPASSIVE? Today there is a position. It is a founder position. It is a $97 position. You come in, you pay the $97, and you are locked into ONPASSIVE. And you are locked into the pay plan of ONPASSIVE. That's a really important one. You're locked into the pay structure of ONPASSIVE. If you are an individual that comes in and becomes a founder, and let's say you're a builder, you can come in between now and the launch of ONPASSIVE and actually start building a team. But the nice thing about ONPASSIVE, again, it is 100% automated. You can come in, you do not have to do anything, and ONPASSIVE will build for you. But if you have the inclination to build a team, you have that talent and you want to do that, you can do that, and there are some tangible benefits to doing that. But the $97, all it does is it locks you into ONPASSIVE, it locks you into the pay structure. So as ONPASSIVE launches to the world, we will all come into ONPASSIVE. the founding members, we will all come into ONPASSIVE as customers, and we will come in and there will be one membership level. We will pay that fee. We will go in the back office, click a button, and then we will become independent resellers of the IT product. It's really, really important to go through that process, because before ONPASSIVE can pay us, we have to be an independent reseller of the IT products. And don't let that worry you. It doesn't mean you have to sell. It doesn't mean you have to recruit. It doesn't mean you have to share. Again, it is 100% automated. But in order for ONPASSIVE to stay up with the regulations, we have to have that label on us, independent resellers of the IT products. Now let's back up to the membership level. That is the membership level. You come in, you'll pay it once. That is the fee you will only pay once, and you'll never have to pay it again. It is a monthly fee, but because of the way ONPASSIVE is structured, you will only have to pay it once, and then because of what ONPASSIVE is going to be doing for us, you will never have to pay it again. We are literally, when we pay that membership level, we get the tools of ONPASSIVE, but we're also outsourcing to ONPASSIVE for them to grow our business. So again, you can come online and be a newbie or be online for 10 years. ONPASSIVE is going to build your team for you. We are outsourcing that to ONPASSIVE. And how is that going to work? I would love to be able to talk to you about the pay structure on this webinar today, but I can't talk about the pay structure on an open forum. Ash Mufareh does not want that out to the public yet. As we launch to the world, everybody will be able to see that. I can tell you it is dynamic. There is more money there than you've ever seen before. The amount of money that Ash Mufareh is going to pay us as individuals participating with ONPASSIVE, it's extraordinary. But I can't tell you how we're going to get paid, at least an example of how we're going to get paid. As we come in, become independent resellers, ONPASSIVE is going to go into the automated marketing platform and pull a tool out. And that tool is going to be traffic. And Ash is going to start driving traffic for all of us. And he's primarily going to be bringing customers to us. Although he will bring independent resellers to the IT product, also will be on our team. But primarily it'll be customers. And he's going to run up the traffic and start bringing customers to all of us. And as a customer lands underneath you, you get paid for that volume. and I've had comments from people, well, you know, that's kind of nice. I'll get a little volume underneath me from the customers. I'll get paid a little bit, and that's nice, but it's not going to change my life. That's really not how it's going to work. As Ash starts to bring customers in, it's not going to be in the thousands. It's going to be in the tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands. And as these customers come in and land underneath you, you are going to get paid for that volume. And I can tell you over time, that volume is going to be substantial. Now, if you are a builder and you've come in and you've brought people in that have come in and are participating with ONPASSIVE, Ash is going to do the same thing, start driving traffic for you, but he's going to do it for your team too. And you're not only going to get paid for what lands underneath you, but you're going to get paid for what lands under your team. And that's the tangible benefit of building a team. You will get to that place of taking care of your financial needs quicker because you built a team. But again, it doesn't matter. We will all get there, but the builders will get there a little quicker. And that's fine. They deserve that. If they can build a team, that's fine. They'll get there a little quicker, but we will all get there over time. So as we look at ONPASSIVE, it is the sheer volume that they're going to be doing for all of us that's going to put us in a really, really unique position to have that liberty, to have that freedom, to be able to live the lifestyle we want to live. And I'm not talking about years. I'm talking months. This is going to happen very, very quickly because of how Ash has structured it. And whether it takes you a month or it takes you 12 months, does it really matter? Most individuals that have been online for a year, 5 years, 10 years, they've never made a dime. And if it took you a year to get to that place of financial independence, does it really matter? I can tell you 12 years ago, if I'd had something like ONPASSIVE and they told me it was going to take 5 years to get you to a place where you're financially fit, I would have jumped in. With ONPASSIVE, it was made for you and I to come online, be successful, and live the lifestyle we want to live. I want to stick with the volume side of ONPASSIVE just very, very quickly to give you an idea of the sheer volume that's going to be coming in for all of us. Today, we're doing a webinar with Zoom. And Zoom is one of the big dogs on the block. They have about 200 million people coming in and doing a Zoom every single day. They are a multi-billion-dollar company. Their webinar service that we're using today, it is old technology. It is old, worn-out technology. And when we start to compare their webinar service with the webinar service that ONPASSIVE has, there is no comparison. And I believe over the course of a year, ONPASSIVE will not only take the majority of the market share away from Zoom, but Zoom might not even be in business. And when we think about it, it will be tens of millions of people coming in to ONPASSIVE to use this one product, the webinar product, because it's cutting edge, proprietary, built from the ground up. It is so much better than what we're doing today. People will come in and absolutely love it. Because of this one product, I believe ONPASSIVE could become a unicorn company in 1 year. And a unicorn company is a company that has a value of $1 billion. There are 25 other webinar platforms online today. I believe ONPASSIVE will take their market share too. So one product, 1 year, unicorn company, a company that has a value of $1 billion. Now let's talk about the other 49 products of ONPASSIVE. Although I can't go through all of them, we don't have that kind of time. But when you add these other products to ONPASSIVE, we know today that as ONPASSIVE launches, it will be a unicorn company, a multi-unicorn company. We believe the value of ONPASSIVE will be $3 billion day one. This has never been done online. Becoming a unicorn company as you launch is unheard of. ONPASSIVE, they will be the first company to ever do this in the world, online, offline, in the history of business. That's how powerful what you have a hold of right now is. Being able to participate with a company that will be a multi-billion-dollar company day one, and we get to participate with everything ONPASSIVE. This is a really, really cool thing for those individuals trying to take care of that bottom line. Believe me, you are going to find a way forward that you've never seen before. I want to end with talking a little bit about Ash Mufareh and his genius, what he's done with ONPASSIVE. And this is throughout all of ONPASSIVE. And I want to get back to the customer side of ONPASSIVE. I believe 80% of the people that come into ONPASSIVE will come into ONPASSIVE and will be customers. And they'll be customers because the tools are superior. They're better than anything online. They'll come in, they'll use them, they absolutely love them. And this 80% does not have a problem paying a monthly fee. And all of these will have a monthly fee with them. Forgive the phone in the background. It'll stop in just a sec, guys. But as these individuals come in and use the tools, again, they will pay a monthly fee. That bodes really, really well for us because every time they pay a monthly fee, that makes our income a residual income. That's what we want. We want a residual income that will turn into walk-away money. But there's 20%, they're a little different, and their budget is a little tighter. They're always worried about next month's bills and will they be able to use these tools. They're going to come on, use the tools. They're absolutely going to love them, but they're not sure they're going to be able to pay the monthly fee. Here's what Ash has done. Here's the genius behind what Ash does and what he does throughout ONPASSIVE. As these individuals come in and start to use the tools and pay the monthly fee, that cost will start to go down. Over time, that cost will be zero. And in time, ONPASSIVE will pay them to use the tools. Now, I had never heard anything like this in the history that I've been in business. And I've been in business a long time. When I heard this, it was a done deal. I was in. Ash Mufareh, he is just brilliant in how he structures things and how he treats people. And Ash really has a heart for people. And these individuals that come in starting to pay for the products, and all of a sudden ONPASSIVE is paying them, they will never leave. In fact, whatever they were doing, I think they'll just junk that, come into ONPASSIVE and do ONPASSIVE full time because it is so lucrative. When you start to look at ONPASSIVE, I always recommend that you continue to explore ONPASSIVE. I can tell you from day one, every time I learn something new about ONPASSIVE, it just gets better and better and better, whatever it is, whether it's the product side or the compensation side. So I recommend you come in and continue to explore ONPASSIVE, but keep it simple. Even though there are a lot of moving parts, think about those 4 concepts: self-funding, forced to be successful, traffic, and customer and product or royalty. If you'll do that, you will find a way forward, and you will find a way to take care of all of those financial needs that you've had or have today. They will dissipate over time, and you'll be in a place of liberty and freedom, which is where we all want to be. Marty, I'm going to turn it back over to you and go ahead and fill in any blanks that I left out, and we'll kick it around.
Well, you've covered almost everything, I'm sure. The one thing that you just keep in mind, whatever business you're doing, I don't even care if it's brick and mortar, if you don't have visitors to your site, you will not succeed. I don't need to be a mathematician to tell you that. And most people that get online, they realize in a very short amount of time, they need to get traffic. And people promise you traffic, you can buy solo ads, but targeted traffic is very hard to get, very hard. You need to know what you're doing. This company makes you an expert just like everybody else. Everybody gets to come in and wipe away years of trying to learn, and you become a pro on day one because it's automated, automated, automated. Anyway, right now I'm going to turn it over to Red. Red's got Q&A, and he could fill in anything that we might have missed. Mr. Red.
Yeah, hi, how you doing? I'm just answering someone, just hang on. Okay, I've really only got one person who asked a relevant question. I had a lot of founders asking questions about various things, which hopefully I've answered for you guys. If you are a founder and I haven't answered you specifically, then you can either reach out to myself or somebody else and we'll try and get back to you, but I have answered a lot. The one question that was asked was, so is this a peer-to-peer platform? And the answer to that is definitely not. We are not a peer-to-peer platform per se. We are a customer-based company, and this is where the majority of our income is going to come from, customers using our products. Obviously, at the moment, we're in pre-launch stage, and we are inviting founders to join us prior to launching, which is coming very, very soon. Once we do launch, we will be resellers and customers. Okay, so that is what the emphasis will be on once we launch. Customers, customers, and customers. They're going to love our products. They are going to pay to use our products because not only is it going to be cheaper for them, it's going to be easier to use, and above all, they are going to be far superior to what you see out there at the moment. So that's it for me, Marty. I've got a few more questions, and if they're relevant, I'll come back down around to you later on. Okay, mate?
Absolutely. Thank you, Red. Right now, I would like to invite Michael Williams to come on. Michael Williams has been in this business even longer than we have. I think almost everybody here. He has a lot of experience. He's a numbers guy. I've always wanted him on a webinar. He's pretty elusive, but we finally tied him down and we have him now, whether he likes it or not. Anyway, Mr. Williams, give us some of your input and insight on ONPASSIVE.
There we go. Wow, great to be here, Marty. You know, Mike, excellent job as usual. You know, this business is just phenomenal. You know, but I'll just kind of quickly give you my story. I'm married with wonderful and loving wife for over 18 years, 3 amazing children. Been in business for myself for more than 20 years. You know, done a lot, you know, mentor, teacher, presenter, motivator, trainer, all of that, because helping people is my passion. You know, I like to see others succeed. And, you know, I've been a leader in several companies, but along the way, I've made millions, I've lost millions, just like others, you know, but I made a commitment to myself and to my friends that I would find a way to recoup the lost millions, because I believe it was and is possible. So I turned to email marketing. You know, I love to read. So I read like every single thing I can find on email marketing. And basically I created a system called Automatic Internet Millionaire, you know, and the idea there was to, you know, help people just get in, and that's all they had to do. You know, that was the idea. The idea was, okay, you come on in, you join the companies we're with, we set up your capture page, autoresponder, we drive traffic for you, like everything, right? And along the way, what we found was that these companies that we're participating with, they start to make changes. You know, they change the comp plan, they change the prices, some of them disappear, right? So it was frustrating having to start over and over again. We thought we had an excellent system in place, but we never had our own products. We didn't have our own tools. So we always had to rely on others. And so in July of 2018, one of my members, they shared ONPASSIVE with me. And at first when I saw it, I was like, no, it's not going to work. Because again, I'm thinking in my mind, but this is what we were trying to do, right? And of course, you know, as we got along, we realized that no, we're like completely different, right? But the point was, at first we didn't think this was going to work. We didn't want to be a part of it. And then other people kept sharing information with me. No, you got to take a look. You got to take a look. So eventually I did. I sat down, went through it, crunched the numbers, looked at everything that Mr. Ashmafara was saying. And I was like, really? If this guy can do exactly this, like if he can do this, like what do we have in our hands, you know? And so I said, all right. So I went back to the very first person that shared it with me and jumped in. And to this day, I just can't get enough of ONPASSIVE, because I'm so confident it's going to transform, you know, so many lives around the globe. You know, we have found the missing link. You know, there's no more auto ship or monthly out-of-pocket expense. No more having to be the admin of the company or program or a business. You know, we're in a situation now that no more having to deal with any retention issues, right? No more company making changes on us, disappearing on us. No more overpriced product or services. No more recruiting problem. Active or passive, everyone wins. So we finally found what we've been searching for, a true game changer, you know, a place where it doesn't matter, you know, who we invite, their background, their experience, their knowledge, none of that matters, because they will win. And it all starts with our CEO, Ashmafara, a man with a big heart and a big dream, a man that is passionate about helping people. So many times I get people saying, you know, how is it possible to make all this money? You know, and the reality is that our CEO is basically giving away the majority of the profit. And that's how it's possible, right? When you control the products, the tools, you've created it, you can set the price, you can set the profit margin, you can set and determine how much you want to give away from that. You see, a lot of companies make a lot of money, but guess what? They keep it all to themselves. And here we actually found someone who actually wants to just give and give and give and give, right? You know, the staff within ONPASSIVE, they're taken care of out of love, right? You pay them above average income, you treat them better than they deserve. Why would they leave? And the same applies to us as founders, right? We're in that same boat, right? The business was designed to create wealth for us founders. You know, we who caught the vision, we who've locked arm with Ash, ONPASSIVE, I can tell you that it's going to create more millionaires than any other business, period. And for those who are only interested in making an extra $500 or an extra $1,000 a month, that's a done deal. That's already taken care of, right? It's already taken care of. So here I am, Marty. You know, this is all I do now. This is a business that you know, my blood, like it's just in my blood. This is all my family hear me talk about, my kids, my wife. You know, I am sold on do it or die. And this is what I set out to do from day one, and finally have the opportunity to accomplish it because of ONPASSIVE. You know, my wife now, you know, she's relieved because of the whole do it or die idea. When I heard Ash say that, I was like, wow, that's exactly what I said, right? But now she's relieved because you don't have to worry about the dying part, you know, because we're actually doing it. You know, just this week I was on a Zoom call with some of my leaders in India, and we were on from midnight to 2 a.m. And I was prepared to be there until 4 a.m., right? Like, how is that even possible? Like, why would someone want to do something like that? It's like when we get together, we don't want to leave, you know, and I've never, ever, ever been in a business before where the majority of people feel exactly like this. It's unreal. But yet at the same time, Marty, it is so refreshing. It is so refreshing. So I am here. It's a done deal. We're all good. You know, we can sit back, relax, or we can just get out there and just try to help as many as possible. And that's what we're doing.